God, it's freezing. It's a little bit nipply out here.
Just a little bit.
Jeez, I know, but I really can't wait for Carissa to finish her story.
Yeah, about that.
Matt, you're not afraid of the dark, are you?
No. Of course not. You can't do that. Oh my God.
Yeah, you really need to finish the story. Hurry, I'm like anxious. Oh, alright, ready?
Yeah.
Our friendship lasted in this manner for several years, during which my general temperament and character, through the instrumentality of the fine intemperance, had I blushed to confess, experienced a radical alteration for the worse. I grew day by day more moody and more irritable, more regardless of the feelings of others. I suffered for myself to use intemperate language to my wife, and at length I even offered her personal violence. My pets, of course, were made to feel the change in my disposition. I not only neglected but ill-used them. For Pluto, however, I still retained sufficient regard to restrain me from maltreating him, as I made no scruple of maltreating the rabbits, the monkey, or even the dog, when by accident or through affection they came in my way. But my disease grew upon me, for what disease is like alcohol? And at length even Pluto, who was now becoming old, had consequently become somewhat peevish. Even Pluto began to experience the effects of my ill temper.
Guys, I'm getting really tired. I'm gonna go to bed, okay? No! You have to finish the story!
Too bad. You can't finish it.
Oh my God, no!
I guess we're all just gonna have to go to bed.
No, you're saying we're finishing this. I'm gonna finish this. Stupid. God, it's getting good. One night, returning home, much intoxicated from one of my haunts about town, I fantasized about the cat avoiding my presence. I seized him when, in his fright at my violence, he inflicted a slight wound, upon my hand with his teeth. The fear of a demon instantly possessed me. I knew myself no longer. My original soul seemed at once to take its flight from my body, and more than fiendish malevolence, gin-nourished, thrilled every fiber of my frame. I took from my waistcoat pocket a penknife, opened it, grasped a poor beast by the throat, and deliberately cut one of its eyes from its socket. Oh, that's disgusting. I blush, I burn, I shudder when I penned the demandable atrocity. Isn't this awesome, Matt? When reason returned with the morning, when I had slept off the fumes of the night's debauch, I experienced a sentiment half of horror, half of remorse, for the crime of which I had been guilty. But it was, at best, and a feeble and equivalent feeling, and the soul remained untouched. I again plunged into excess and soon drowned in wine all memory of deed. This is getting good. I'm enjoying this. Okay, I really hate reading though, so I'm gonna listen. You. Man up and read.
Okay. In the meantime, the cat slowly recovered. The socket of the lost eye presented it is true, a frightful appearance. But he no longer appeared to suffer any pain. He went about the house as usual, but, as might be expected, fled in extreme terror of my approach. I had so much of my old heart left as to be at first grieved by the evident dislike on the part of a creature which had once so loved me. But this feeling soon gave me place to irritation. And then came, as if to my final irrevocable overthrow, the spirit of perverseness. I don't know these words. Of this spirit, philosophy takes no account. Yet I am not more sure that my soul lives, that I am the perverseness is one of the primitive impulses of the human heart, one of the invisible primary faculties or sentiments which give me direction to the character of man, who has not 100 times found himself committing a vile or silly action for no other reason than because he knows he should not. Have we not a perpetual inclination, in the teeth of our best judgment, to violate that which is law, merely because we understand it to be such? This spirit of perverseness, I say, came to my final overthrow. It was this unfathomable longing to continue and finally to consummate the injury I had inflicted upon the unoffending brute. One morning, in cool blood, I slipped a noose about its neck and hung it to the limb of a tree. hung it with the tears streaming from my eyes, and with the bitterest remorse in my heart, hung it because I knew that it had loved me, and because I felt it had given me no reason of offense. Hung it because I knew that in so doing I was committing a sin, a deadly sin that would so jeopardize my immortal soul as to place it, if such a thing were possible, even beyond the reach of infinite mercy of the most merciful and most terrible God.
Oh my God.
What was that?
I don't know. Oh my God.
Go check it out.
No!
Go!
Oh my God.